Hi, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a weekly overview condensed into the monthly. This is a new series I started last month. I'm going to be doing an all signs in between each batch for the monthly and mid-monthly breakdowns for each zodiac sign. So this is a way for me to kind of coalesce all the weekly collective energies into one monthly overview for the collective, and then I'm going to break it down into each individual sign with the decks I'm going to be using first for the collective, and then we're just going to see what's coming in at the start of the month for each of you. So you can go to your individual zodiac sign if you want to jump ahead, but if you're curious about a collective message using the decks I'm going to be using for each individual zodiac sign to follow in the next week, stick around. All right, so let's talk about the 3 decks I'm using for the month of November. I do believe that this is a powerful month of embodiment and sacred balance, and I was actually quite surprised by what came out in the pre-shuffled oracle messages. It will come as no surprise that I have a new deck I'm working with in November, which almost every monthly reading I'm pulling from something new, something current. This is a new release. Last session for this overview was the mid-monthly for October, and I used the Inner Temple Oracle by Rebecca Campbell that just came out. Well, there's another new deck called the Oracle of Awakening. So anyone who identifies with being on the path of awakening, ascension, this is the deck for you. It is a powerful artist. She actually created and designed this entire deck. Some of you may know this artist. Her name is Lalania Simone. And it's the Oracle of Awakening. All right? It's a beautiful deck. These are the 3 decks, the 3 cards that came out of the deck. It was beautiful. The first one that came out for the November message for the collective is, I am a temple. Sacred, holy, and divine. Look at this. She's sticking her head up in the air as in remembrance that her body is a vessel of source energy, that there's a divine design in her actual physicality. Conscious, alive, and radiant with potential. So this month is the call to honor your physical body, right? Aligning with your spirit and your divine light so you can move through the world with greater grace. I do believe that if you have felt like you're connecting with the energy of your body in a way that needs healing, maybe you need to change your nutrition, or you are feeling called more to water because we have a heavy influence of water this month. Listen to the sacred wisdom of your body, because we need to be honoring the intelligence that it contains. I mean, it is source energy. And a lot of times when I am at my most potent energy is when I'm really listening to what my body needs. So you need to be doing that in the month of November. The affirmation for this card for November is, I am a temple. I align this body, mind, and spirit to all that serves my greatest expression and goodness. And then I thought, wow, talk about embodiment and sacred balance. We have the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So let's talk about the sacred feminine. This card, look at how gorgeous she is. We have creation, receptive, and nurture. So this is the sacred feminine rising as creation and compassion, the intuitive forces that birth new realities through love. And look at all the heart energy opening. It's like the heart chakra is opening, and it's almost like a new level of awareness. She invites softness. Think of the divine feminine. Softness, receptivity, the courage to feel deeply. Her presence in the collective is really this beautiful, sacred, like warm hug that restores flow wherever we're holding tension, especially in our bodies. All right. And now she is coming in congruence, right? It's in space congruence, not incongruent with the divine masculine. So for those of you who are trying to work on your own divine alignment, this is the month where you're going to feel like you're making or taking great strides in that. For those of you in partnership, or you're trying to call in a divine union, there is a nice symmetry between the two that you can call on this month. Let's talk about the divine masculine, all right? The sacred masculine card says protective, active, and inner strength. And I love that they have a Native American warrior chief here. So this is the strength to protect, lead, and serve from the heart as well. But he grounds the feminine into form, anchoring divine will through inspired movement. So Together, these two remind us that true power is balance, right? Especially when you anchor it into the body in a grounded energy, all right? So this is creation and action, intuition and courage, and overall, it's basically uniting two polarities and living in balance. The affirmations for the sacred feminine is I tap into the divine feminine within to access infinite love and creativity. And the sacred masculine, I tap into the divine masculine within to access courage and inspired leadership. So this is really, where do you need to deepen and soften to yourself and inspire new creative, birthing new worlds energy, whatever that is for you? And where do you need to tap into your inner strength to take action, to be more inspired in your leadership of your own life, in your own sovereign energy? And then what does your body need to anchor this balance and this alignment? So I feel that this is a actual honoring that a lot of us are moving through the world now, less from wounded masculine and feminine energies in self and with others. And also this aspect of awakening that in other people, right? Because you're in that energy and it ripples out. So beautiful energy that came out for the November collective messages. Now let's get into the next deck I'm using are the angel number oracle cards. Many of you have these decks. It's a wonderful message because we have numerology paired with the words, paired with a message. I love this deck. I use it a lot in my own sacred card pulling practice. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for the collective today and for all the individual zodiac signs. All right. Let's see what the angel numbers are for the collective for the month of November. Whoop, that one wants to come out. Ooh, I love it. What can I say? Spirit, thank you. Thank you. 1111. I'm hearing that this is one of the biggest 1111 portals that we have ever encountered thus far. This card says, a wish come true. You're in for a lucky break. It may come in as happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. So many of us are getting gifts from fate this month. The actionable words here are moderation, patience, which we are finding divine alignment here. Flourishing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, and taking action. So set your intentions now for the 1111 gateway based on these energy frequencies. It is a wish come true for a lot of us because we're seeing collective change, collective awakening, collective embodiment. I love it. 1111. Now let's get into the next message. So we have wishes coming true for many of us and aligning with fate. There we go. We have 0606 next around commitment. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries. We are going into Mercury retrograde, so release worries by speaking your truth and expressing your emotions regularly. We saw that in the Sacred Feminine coming out. Express. See, that I think the sign, I'm having a hard time see. And just bear with me for the monthly overviews for each sign because this is when all the readers cannot speak. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing your emotions regularly. And I'm saying that multiple times, all right? Often when we are hanging on to worry is when we're afraid to speak up about what we're feeling and what we're thinking. Open up for the best is yet to come. Keywords: loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, and solutions. So stay committed to your spiritual path. There's a lot of higher consciousness energies flooding the collective at this time, so we can come into balance and align with our bodies in a more profound, deeper, healthier way. I like this. This is really beautiful symmetry. We're kind of rounding out the year with the bang here. Last one. And then we're going to get into the final oracle. Swift action. It really is. They're showing us even in it's almost like a reinforcing energy here with what I've already pulled, right? We have the swift action of the sacred masculine. We have the commitment to honoring our own emotions and speaking truthfully from the heart here with the sacred feminine. And then we have the 1111 honoring of a spiritual path through our physicality, through our embodiment of our own structures. So we have swift action now. You will enter a time of expansion. So begin taking steps toward achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. Wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, auspicious outcomes. So I think a lot of us are feeling all of these, and these are the numbers, 1111, 0606, 0808. So as we move into the 1111 portal, we're given a brand new beginning energy, fool's energy, 4 zeros, right? We're at the 0 point of divine connection, sixes, double sixes and double eights. The abundance of being at the right place at the right time and having the connections that are supporting us in our next phase of evolution. All right? I love that. Now, let's pull those to the side, and we're going to pull finally with the last deck, the Healing Waters deck. I used this not this past week's collective, but the week before, right when we entered Scorpio season. I felt it apropos to use them for all of the signs for the monthly overview, because we are moving into Healing Waters energy, which this is our emotional body. And I shared a really cool water experiment, which some of you pointed out. It's experiment that someone's been doing this work for a while, but basically taking Masaru Emoto's work and deepening into that. All right. That we are consciousness through the 70% water that we contain in our body systems. And some of you are feeling this need to deeply purify. I certainly have been drawn to more water lately, as myself as well, but I have a lot of water energy in my chart. So whatever you need, whatever your body's signaling for you to do it. Make those appointments, okay? All right. Lady of the Lake. Okay. This is for the collective energy, the final oracle pull before I get into all of your signs. New beginnings, something is about to happen. Okay, and we have that creation energy, 0 point energy, 111, just around the corner. All right, days from this reading. So let's read. This is by Rebecca Campbell, just so you know. Lady of the Lake. What does this one mean? Number 98. 17, that's another 8. So now we have 888. Is that right? Yeah, 17, 8. Yeah, 888. So we are in a powerful portal of manifestation at this time. And I want to read. Get your numbers right, Jenna. 98. I wanted to say 88. Let's read Lady of the Lake. Find out why she's showing up here for the collective for the month ahead. According to legend, the Lady of the Lake, also known as Nemuel and Vivian, was a powerful priestess or enchantress who lived in a castle and a lake beneath the mystical Isle of Avalon. Interesting. Deeply associated with water and magic, she is a powerful healer. Yeah, a lot of us are going through deep cellular activation through the DNA matrix and going through deep healing from trauma, ancestral trauma, lifetime trauma, releasing karma. Some believe that the Lady of the Lake was in fact a role rather than a specific person, with many priestesses of Avalon and the Celtic islands taking on the position. Others believe that the Lady of the Lake is based on Celtic water goddesses. A key figure in the Stones of Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, the Lady of the Lake is closely associated with the great magician Merlin, and we are in manifestation, magician energy. The knight Lancelot, whom she raised after his father died, and King Arthur himself. And one story after Arthur is fatally hurt in battle, she helps take him to the healing Isle of Avalon. Yeah, this is deeply healing. A lot of us are going to the healing waters, where he is said to rest until Britain needs him again. Whether the Lady of the Lake was one woman or a combination of many, what's certain is that when this powerful goddess came across your path, maybe comes across your path, yeah, This is a typo. When this powerful goddess comes across your path, something significant is about to happen. And the presence of this card brings with it a message that something significant or new is already here or will soon appear upon your path as destiny. Well, and we have that here in the numerology. So a lot of us are aligning with new doorways, new chapters that are destined, I'm getting goosebumps, that were written in your own soul's blueprint for your own evolution. The healing waters activation. I'm ready to step into my destiny today. Wow. Powerful month. And, I was reflecting on this morning over coffee that, of course, this karmic year is going to end with a bang, right? Collectively and individually. So this is when we might be living out fated timelines that we never anticipated at the beginning of the year, where we are living out a more holy experience with our bodies, with divinity, in more aligned, conscious action with how we perceive our reality and how we relate with others. So beautiful. This ends the collective reading. Now let's begin with each sign. Thank you for tuning in for that collective message, all of you. Now, Aries, welcome to your monthly quick little drive-by, fly-by message. We're going to go about 5 minutes for each sign today. I've got a clock this time, so I make sure I honor the time for everyone. I want to get into Aries, just what you don't see coming for the month ahead. I'm going to shuffle a couple times here. Let's see what you don't see coming. And I'm going to be doing either your reading after this is coming out later today or tomorrow. So I'm starting with the monthly readings shortly, Aries. Actually, they're reminding me I have to do Scorpio first. So Scorpio has to go first, and then we're going to get to you, Aries. Okay. I'm just honoring everyone's birthday. So for the monthly, mid-monthly, you get to go first when it's your birthday. And that's how I'm honoring everyone going first. Okay. All right. Let's get started, Aries. What you don't see coming. Whatever comes out, okay? What's going on for Aries for the month of November? We just talked about destiny and fated change. So Aries, you're right on point. As the leaders of the Zodiac, this is the wheel of karma. Many, many changes are happening for you in your life. This is a fortuitous time. This is going to actually create a lot of movement where if you felt stuck waiting for something to happen, you're coming out of overthinking about when. It looks like this is the time. The time is now, I'm hearing. Yes, and a lot of you have been going through a deep phase of healing, karmic healing, the releasing. In Aries, it looks like you're right on point with this energy of coming out of that. It feels like you're coming out of maybe being too much in your air energy of just when is this going to happen, or overthinking a lot about your healing journey, healing path. And now Spirit's bringing something to your door. What is this? Love. A lot of you, if you've been overthinking a love situation, or you feel like you're never going to attract that right person, or just a connection that makes you feel like you're not alone, we have a Two of Cups entry. If you are in any kind of union, it seems like don't hold back from speaking up about what you're thinking and feeling. We have a lot of aligned energies around speaking, right? And being soft to self will allow you to be soft to others, which means allowing yourself to feel what you feel, not shaming them, the emotions and feelings that you have, and being honest. There is definitely, looks like a soulmate coming in for a lot of you who are calling in new love, or deepening and a healing around a soulmate for many of you who are already in a union, okay? There's karmic changes happening around deepening in this connection for a lot of you because there's healing love coming in. So, and many of you are burning the candle, I'm hearing. Burning the candle on both ends, or just pushing yourself too much when it comes to either your healing journey or just what you're doing in your work. And they want you to pull back and bring more balance into your life between your work-life balance, okay? Yeah. There's a new perspective that you're holding right now. I'm going from, I have a hard time when I'm in this speed tarot. remembering to say the cards. So we have the Wheel to the Eight of Swords to the Four Swords, heavy air energy that you're leaving, going into heavy water energy of love, Two of Cups. But then we have this Nine of Wands energy of feeling a little bit wounded and worn out. And it could be around just what you're having to deal with in your work life or your personal life. But Spirit is saying, what has it all taught you? Look at the opposing perspectives. Make sure you're pausing. Make sure you're surrendering, right, to what is, and open up. Allow people to be generous with you. Some of you feel like you've been put on red or put on hold, and you've been getting breadcrumbed by a situation and it's starting to tax you, and you want healing. You're a powerful manifester, so be careful where you put your thoughts, words, and actions at this time, okay? Because you're in manifestation magician energy. We had Merlin come out for the collective. So Aries, you are the leaders here, and what you are, literally you create your reality through your thoughts. So be careful and mindful of what you're saying, the stories, the spells you're speaking, right? Through your words and through your actions. Powerful manifestation energy. You have everything you need to manifest the life you want. All right? Yes. A lot of you are manifesting new love or a deepening and renewal of love in your life, where you feel abundantly loved, you're giving love, you're receiving love, and you're feeling aligned. This is a brand new chapter for you in your love life for many of you, right? That you've been waiting for a while. Some of you 4 months, some of you 8 months. But this is bringing a lot of change. You felt maybe wounded a lot by people in this past cycle. It's been extremely stressful at times for you. Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. But you know what? Ultimately, they want you to use this fire for your own gain, for your own benefit when it comes to your creativity. I think that whenever we go through difficult cycles, I have a hair itching my nose. It's allowing us to alchemize that. It gives you more oomph on the path. So take these lessons and let them inspire you as the co-creator that you are, right? Let me get some advice for you. Yeah, Five of Cups, Nine of Wands. Definitely have been going through a lot, Aries, all right? It could be work stress. It could be just love stress in general, but it's taught you a great many lessons, and I feel like it's allowed you to glow up and honor yourself in new ways and to become more confident in what you can produce, what you can deliver, right, to the world for your own individual energetic imprint. Yeah. We are going through a removal of illusions around love. So I think that's what I'm hearing that isn't that Fleetwood Mac song? Shatter the illusions of love that you've had to contend with. We have the Seven of Cups, Two of Cups, which is the Nine of Cups. So this is about you, whatever your choices. See, make healthy choices, Aries, with whoever you decide to let in, because you've definitely let in people in the past that it wasn't going to give you the love that you deserved. So I'm hearing, be careful, learn from the past, okay, with what you decide. So your advice is to learn from the past, all right? The wheel is turning, okay? I think that if you've had a lot of illusions around romantic love, you're shattering them now, okay? And you've learned the lessons that need to be learned. You are in a fated cycle, a new chapter, where now it's about discernment. So you have a lot of options coming in. It looks like Spirit might be bringing you fated opportunities. Really go with the people that you feel truly aligned with, that are on the path. Many of you are doing so much deep spiritual work. I'm seeing deep spiritual work here around your wounds, around your healing journey, and make sure you're with people of like mind, of like energy, like kind, kindred spirits, okay? You're going to feel it. You'll feel it in all of your systems when you meet and align with people like that. Now, people who are in union, you're trying to really solve some emotional upheaval at this time, and Spirit's trying to help you with coming back together again and softening to each other, okay? So you can come together in a deeper way, all right? Okay. I hope you enjoyed that, Aries. I will see you all shortly, most likely tomorrow, for your monthly overview. All right. Let's now get into Saggy. What's going on, Saggy? I should have led with Scorpio. Sorry, Scorpio, for any of you who have Scorpio placements. I'm just so used to... Actually, I'm going to do that now. We're not going to do Leo. We're going to go back into Scorpio here. I should have gone first with you, Scorpios. My bad. All right, Scorpio. Happy birthday, you all. I don't do the all signs very often because I feel a little fumbly, but maybe this is a message for you all. If you're afraid to get out of your comfort zone in your work life, but you have deep dreams, things that have been on hold or you're scared, it's okay. It's normal. practice, right? We don't always get it right the first time out of the gate, but you're going to do it through repetition, and then it becomes easier. And if I'm messing up my words, it's Mercury retrograde, so I have a good excuse. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you. They said one more shuffle. Let's see what's at the surface. What is going on for you all, what you don't see coming? Ooh, a lot of you, Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups. If you've had recent emotional upheaval, you're letting it go. It's more than just one incident. I feel like you're trying to move past an emotional time, Knight of Cups, and open up your heart more. All right, Scorpio, for the month of November, and also you have a lot of people that want to bring you love for your birthday, and maybe some people you don't expect to hear from, you might be hearing from. Just old friends, old acquaintances, yeah, who are curious about how you're doing, what's going on with you. This is also the card of being curious. Some of you, I know some of you, I'm getting a download here, are getting new pets. She's admiring a new goldfish in her life, so doesn't mean you're getting a goldfish, but I'm getting that some of you might be getting new pets for your birthday, or you're feeling a lot of love and affection and attention from your pet. And never disregard the love of a pet, okay? They are here to teach us unconditional love. And your pet, many of you watching, loves you so freaking much, and you don't know what you do without your pet. And for those of you who've lost your pet recently, my heart goes out to you. This is a message for you as well. All right, so we have the Page of Cups. You could be, some of you, really interested in somebody, or someone's really interested in you. Page of Cups is my dating card, curiosity card around a love interest. Okay, I'm getting this is a new experience for you, for some of you, around mutual give and take. We have Three of Pentacles being on the same page. Maybe some of you in a connection, you got an apology or will get an apology that is going to bring things back together again, and rebuilding your foundation with this person so you can move forward confidently. We have the Chariot. Some of you are moving forward in your creativity, feeling really inspired to lay a new foundation down in your work. And like I said, get out of your comfort zone, move ahead, and take those ideas, take those creative impulses, nudges forward, because it's going to serve you well. You're in a powerful phase of solar plexus opening and going for it. All right. I'm hearing go for it. What do you got to lose, Scorpio? Right? Yes. And you're being divinely guided through the sacred feminine and your high priestess energy to do so. This is beautiful alignment with your moon energy. A lot of you are Scorpio moons watching. This is gorgeous energy of you have beautiful psychic talents, intuitive gifts, telepathic energy. And you might even be going out in the world and being like, dang, I'm like downloading this person down. You could be at the grocery store just like, intuiting things. And if you feel an impulse to say something, if you get little nudges, might be your intuition really kicking up. Or in general, as it applies to your own personal life and decisions around love, really honor what your intuition is saying. But I am getting a green light for whatever you're trying to initiate at this time in November, Scorpio. It looks good. Looks powerful. These two want to come out. Yeah. Some of you have a earth sign, okay? We're going to say two stories here I'm getting. We go from the Page of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Chariot to the High Priestess. Now we have the King of Pentacles, the Four of Cups with the Five of Swords. Some of you have been dealing with someone with strong earth energy. Or this is your career, where you have had some difficulty with coworkers, but you're trying to soften and come from a different perspective with them. Some of you have had a disappointment recently with a King of Pentacles, but you're trying to move past it. Okay, like I said, moving past it. There's movement in November for you, where you're either trying to take a new idea and get out of your comfort zone and actually go for it, or move past some strife and bring things back together with someone after some fighting or some disagreements, okay? It feels like little blips, doesn't feel like massive blips, but let's see what's happening here. We have the Four of Cups, yeah, Eight of Wands. You're being guided. Signs and synchronicities are really going to be picking up because this is your solar return. So make sure you're really paying attention, because Spirit is really trying to listen. Spirit is trying to speak to you, so make sure you listen, because they are sending you new opportunities in the month of November that are going to bring out more abundance for you. So if you're getting this nudge to expand at this time in love or career, you're getting a green light to do so. Lay these foundations down, do it with intention, all right? And do it with your intuition. Yeah, you're definitely ending a chapter where you may have felt betrayed by multiple people or by a certain someone. It's time to put it past you. Don't hold on to the past. All right. This is a big karmic release for you as well, Scorpio, during Scorpio season. All right. The shadow energy, you don't have to keep it unless you want to. Okay. So let go of what needs to be released at this time karmically for you. Ten of Swords energy. Someone did betray you or multiple people betrayed you, but it doesn't have to be your story moving forward anymore. All right. It's allowed you to glow up in your own inner confidence. You're working with new energy now, a new frequency, and you're attracting new things to you that are aligned with you. So don't stay in old stagnant energies that won't serve you moving forward. All right, Scorpio? We get a couple more. Yeah. They're telling me you need to stay positive and release any kind of conflict you've had with people where the energy was misaligned, and double down on your own spiritual lessons here and learn from it. All right. But walk away if you know it's not going to serve you. Only you know. Let's get some advice. I'm getting that you're putting a faded chapter behind you, the karmic lessons. This is a karmic blessing chapter for you that you're moving into, right? Karmic lessons have been learned. This is graduation. For a lot of you, you're moving beyond an unjust situation. It allowed you to transform. You've had your phoenix moment. It's time to rise above the ashes and reclaim your own inner dominion, right? Your own inner authority, okay, Scorpio? So this season, it's like really just let the old die off and be reborn in your rebirth energy in this new chapter, because it looks promising. It looks grounded. It looks abundant, okay? A lot of you have called in a new love, and it's beautiful. You're moving forward in it, okay? So make the plans, lock it down, all right? Major cuffing season, moving into fall for a lot of us. You've learned the spiritual lessons. Your advice here is be on this mystical path that is calling you deeper into yourself, okay? At this time, and make peace with the past, okay? Learn the lessons. Six of Cups, Hermit. You have also a sweetness and a new sovereign energy that you're moving through the world with, okay? This is divine sovereign energy, honoring your inner child and really going deep, 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 right? You've done a lot of the excavation work. I'm getting goosebumps. All right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed that message. Happy birthday. All right, now let's go back. I know I mentioned Leo for a minute, or was it Sag? Let's go to Sag. I'm bouncing, but you know what? I can. So, Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly drive-by. We're talking just what you don't see coming. We're going to get some advice as well. Let's see what's going on for you, Sag. Couple quick shuffles. All right, Sag, what's happening for you? What you don't see coming in the month of November. I'm just doing a little short 5-minute energies for you all. Ooh, Two of Pentacles, Death, and the Ace of Cups. Nice. A lot of you have been juggling a lot, okay? Just busy. And Spirit said, you know what? That'll be the death of you, okay? Don't overtax yourself in your mental approach to life. All right. You're going through a powerful rebirth. Many of you have Scorpio energy, so there's a huge transition from juggling a lot in Scorpio season to just allowing yourself to flow with the energy. I'm getting this Ace of Cups as a flow of more peace and a renewal for you around giving yourself a break, cutting yourself some slack, Sag. Because whenever I see this Two of Pentacles energy, it's like, man, I've got so much on my plate. It's overwhelming me. And Spirit said, let's make some changes, okay? Changing the schedule. Maybe you're multitasking too much. Maybe it's hard for you to delegate. I'm getting delegate, ask for help. Give yourself a break, okay, Sag? A lot of you are juggling two minds about an opportunity, a new opportunity in your life. Something about cultivating more peace in a new beginning here, Sag. Inner peace, yeah. Everybody's getting a lot of Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. We're in this water energy of let's soften. Let's soften, let's be curious, let's be open. Let's see what the universe wants to bring in Scorpio season. And Sag, it looks like you could have a new love in your midst, but there's pain in your heart from something else. I'm getting that it's scary for you to open up because you're afraid of getting hurt, and that's normal. So this means you have to deal with doing a little bit of healing work and honoring what's coming up for you. And you can tell someone, hey, you know, I'm feeling hurt, whether they did it or you're just feeling scared in general. I'm getting that you're a little timid when it comes to really trusting in a new beginning here. with someone. It could be someone you've been dealing with or someone new, but it's hard for you to trust. I'm getting that. It's hard to trust. You're in two minds. Should I, shouldn't I? Okay. We have one card that wanted to be flown out the window here with justice. You're afraid of being mistreated. You're afraid that if you really give your heart to someone, they're going to betray you. You have a betrayal of trust wound that you're working on, okay, Sag? And you're trying to root and ground in your mind and not let your mind get the better of you, okay? You're trying to make healthy choices. Be careful, though, if you are in a situation where you are getting wounded and you're already aware, the writing's on the wall at the beginning, okay? That this person may not be ready for you or you may not be ready for them, okay? But I feel like maybe something went upside down during Libra season for some of you, and it taught you a lot about how to communicate from the heart, okay? I think maybe you had a moment where you were questioning the relationship. Like, is this the right person for me? But it brought up baggage from the past that you needed to release, okay? I do believe that you're manifesting and you're going through a powerful rebirth, all right? Judgment, right? Page of Pentacles in the Chariot. So maybe you had a moment, a pause, and you were questioning a relationship in your life. Doesn't have to be romantic. And you were in two minds about it. But I feel like things are starting to balance out. But something went upside down not that long ago. Learn from it. I think what it taught you was to honor what comes up for you and to share that part of you. You know, you should be in connections where you can really relay to people in your softness and in your fears. And I see that if you're working on communication in general and how to communicate so things are better balanced between you and other people in general or in a specific bond, okay? King of Swords, yeah. But ultimately, there's a renewal and there's a lot of happiness coming in for you, Sag. The sun is shining, okay? So I feel like this is also about your own personal empowerment after going through a wounded chapter where you had to really clean up some of the energy that's been left over from people that have hurt you with their words. Okay, I feel that. I really feel that. People have hurt you with their words, whether it was intentional or unintentional. I think you're moving past that and you're finding joy again. All right, Sag, this is really beautiful. I feel a powerful shift happening for you where you're actually lightening up, being playful again, being silly, having fun. Some of you are learning a new musical instrument and you're just enjoying your time better. You know, giving yourself little moments of play is very important in life. And those little moments can string into just the balance that you need. If you feel like you've been moving through life at an unbalanced pace in general, this is the month for you to actually come back into balance and do the work to just, and a lot of you see your work as play, and maybe you will be soon because you're pivoting away from one thing and letting that end and you're opening up to a new opportunity. And it's hard, right? With this Three of Swords, it's hard, but that wasn't the path for you, I'm getting, okay? All right, Sag, let's get some advice for you. I'm losing track of how long I'm going with each person. Yikes, it doesn't matter. And I think a lot of you watching are like, you know, Jenna, do what you do. If I get an extra minute or if they get an under a minute, it doesn't matter. So I apologize. I'm not good with timing. In fact, I kind of live in a pocket now of energy on the path I've been on this year. And maybe this, you can relate to this, Sag, where it's almost timeless. Like where I look up sometimes and like, where did the day go? Because you're so in the flow. You're not even in the time, right? Yeah. Everything's slowing down, but speeding up at the same time. It's really weird, isn't it? All right. What's the advice for Saggies for the month of November? I like doing these all signs. Yeah. You're coming out of grief. You're coming out of loss, okay? Coming out of maybe some of you even depression and you didn't even see it at the time. You're like, gosh, I was really in a sad chapter of my life, but I'm getting better. I'm focusing on my wellness. I had to cut my losses. You had to release somebody, maybe multiple people, or maybe a work environment. But you're coming out of the feels of that, right? The hardship of that. Five of Cups in reverse in your advice. Knight of Wands, yeah, you're getting that spirited energy back again. Your spunk, right? Your joy. Oh, I forgot the word for it. Like that, you know, it starts with a V, but it's about, you know, that boost, right? A lot of you are moving forward, excited, passionate, Knight of Wands energy to the King of Wands. Yeah, this is a powerful boost in your vital life force energy after going through a really difficult, maybe moving from really, this is heavy difficult energy into your fire yet again. And it could be because you have a fiery person around you, someone who actually is inspiring you in deep, profound ways, Sag. Okay, I think these, you have someone who's got their eye on you, who desires you, and it's kind of lifting you out of feeling maybe alone or isolated. All right, doesn't have to be romance. It could just be somebody who like gets you, and because you're going from the Knight to the King, and this is going to keep growing. Whatever you're involved in, whether it's a passionate new endeavor in your career or in a passionate new connection, it's going places. So just keep moving past this heavy energy. You're leaving it behind quite quickly, okay? Because it looks like you have someone with really strong fire energy that you're putting a lot of time and energy into, perhaps dating or just getting to know somebody on a friendly level and enjoying your time with them and enjoying the energy they bring into your life. All right, Sag, that is my reading for you. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you enjoy Scorpio season. All right. Now, let's move into Leos. I'm going to change decks now. No, they said stick with the same deck for all the fire signs. All the fire signs. Let's see. Leo, welcome to your monthly quick little drive-by, tarot drive-by. I'm going to take a look at the energies that you may not see coming. Check on the time here. And also get some advice from Spirit. Okay, Leo? Thank you for tuning in here to share this time with me. All right. Leo. What's going on for Leo's Spirit? Ooh, we have the Hangman. So you're on this pathway of deep surrender. A lot of you are reaching really beautiful pockets of spiritual evolution here, awakening. I see that you're in full-blown spiritual energy, Leo. I mean, this is your fire energy. Some of you are highly creative at this time, and you're creating more community. I love it. It's a time to celebrate how far you've come. This is like really being in divine flow and being in your sacred feminine. For a lot of you, if you're masculine watching this, you could have a Queen of Wands around you who is the bee's knees. I'm hearing. I don't ever say that. Who you may see as a friend, but you're hoping for more. All right. And you're just kind of trying to be patient. Take your time. For the divine feminines watching, I do believe that you have been going through a period of discomfort, but you're alchemizing that discomfort and you're creating more community. It's like you're not going to deny yourself the opportunity to create what you came here to create. And it looks like there are people joining you in the fun. All right. I like that. Queen of Wands, Hangman, Three of Cups. What else do we have here? For Leos, for Scorpio season. Oh, nice. Sovereign energy. I like this. A lot of you are taking your ideas, because in this deck, she's got her cat on her shoulders. This is honoring your intuition and in some sort of creative endeavor and taking your time doing it, right? Even if it's uncomfortable, whatever you're using. Some of you, this is like when I think of people writing memoirs or just creating community in general, because you're celebrating. You might be seeing an uptick in some of your social activities in November, and it's allowing you to see from different perspectives how much you've changed. A lot of you are in this new identity, right? Leo 2.0 energy of just feeling more like a self-actualized being, because this is my card of self-mastery, Nine of Pentacles. You have gained a lot on the path. You know how to create your own abundance. And I think that you're applying yourself in new ways that's actually creating more of a celebratory energy in your life. And I think some of you, if you've recently found yourself single, you're starting to really enjoy this new singledom, all right? You waited a long time to feel this level of freedom for many of you, all right? And you're just making new friends. You're enjoying your time, feeling very independent. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. A lot of fun energy in your life in November, where you're really, the more you give, the more you're receiving. So be generous with other people. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Some of you are opening up to your spiritual gifts in new and profound ways. There's a deep level of commitment and having this beautiful energy. Ooh, some of you are calling in a divine masculine, all right? And if you are divine masculine, you're in a very deep, deep energy of personal empowerment and taking the lead of your own life and being committed to that. There's a new truth for you, Leos, and it looks like divine balance for you and taking action, taking leadership in your life and a powerful manifestation energy here and a new beginning. We have an Ace of Pentacles here on the board with the Emperor. So many of you, if you're calling in divine masculine energy and self to co-create new abundance, new career opportunities, new business opportunities, I see that. For those of you who are in a new beginning or calling in a divine masculine in love or divine feminine in love, I see that, just maintain your own independence. You can be interdependent, but some of you are going into a new, a higher level commitment. If you're in union and you're doing it differently this time, where you honor the deep friendship, the kindred friendship that you carry, but you also are willing to give yourself time and space to be independent. Khalil Gibran said it best, let there be spaces in your togetherness. So I see a lot of you really deepening in your commitment here, in your energy. Yeah, and we have the King of Cups. So if you're calling in new love, I see something happening here. Or if you're deep, a lot of you more or less calling in new love, you're calling in the next chapter of love in your soul's evolution when it comes to your emotional intelligence and really honoring and aligning with people who are emotionally intelligent too. Okay. That's important for you, I'm hearing. Now let's go into the advice, Leo. Yeah. I think you've been learning a lot about healing your wounds and communicating, about your needs when needed, okay? That's important. Yeah. And a lot of you are moving on from a King of Swords, from a situation where maybe it was just a little bit cold. You may have to still communicate with someone. I think I brought up the co-parent timeline, my last reading for you. But regardless, it's just move on from the worry and stress that your past chapter. Everyone's in new beginning energy in November. You're in your seat of sacred masculine empowerment, okay? It's beautiful energy to be in. I see alignment for you. Let's get your advice. What's the advice for Leos? Whoa! I knew that was come spilling out. Yeah, because that is, there we have the Chariot. I'm going to show you what I see in your advice. We have the Chariot, which everybody's getting the Chariot energy. This really is the path of awakening, ascension. You are moving away from the shadow and honoring what it served, right? The ways you had to contend maybe with someone in a trauma bond, and you have a new beginning in your life, and you're not holding back, right? The divine is allowing you to come in alignment with the vision, right? The visionary mindset that you hold, okay? It's like, don't hold back from your potential, all right, in this lifetime. And I feel like some of you, it's been hard for you to move past something, all right? So your advice is to move past whatever you deem as the devil in your life. It could be an emotional attachment. For a lot of you, I'm hearing an emotional attachment or a limiting belief. But you can do whatever it is you set out to do. And I see that as long as you're committed and you allow energies that are open and equal and balanced and fair, that's what's going to help you. Yeah, a lot of you are moving past a season of heartbreak, a chapter of deep heartbreak. And it's time for you to use that energy to heal it, to alchemize it, and you have a new truth now. There's a lot of clarity on your path in November around what you value. Your belief systems may have changed. I think you're coming out of an illusion and you were standing up for yourself and you were waiting for what's next, okay? You do have a new beginning in love that's going to honor your divine feminine. You have communication coming in soon, okay? Some of you are definitely calling in your divine union counterpart, okay? But you're in a season of softening first to love because you have had a really hard chapter, many of you, in love, and you just need a little bit of time. And this is time you need to claim your new sovereign energy on your own and just celebrate your friendships and deepen your own life as an individual before you become a we or an us. And for those of you in commitment, you're trying to move past some deep separation and worry. And you're determining in the month of November if it's worth staying, okay? Because a lot of you are feeling rejected by this person, 5 of Cups, and you still have a desire to work it out. I do see an opening here, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, okay? And 6 of Cups energy, a healing. There could be a divine masculine healing for you and really coming back into alignment for many of you in connection, okay? So don't give up. Sometimes we have to really do the work, and I do see that you do have someone around you that does want to do the work. All right. Thank you, Leo. Now, let's move into, I'm going to take a quick pause. We're in the middle of no man's land. I don't want to promote anything here, but I got to keep, wet the whistle here. Libra. Let's go into Libra. I hope you all enjoyed Libra season. We're now going to go into the monthly. I'm changing decks now. Just a little drive-by, I'm saying, pretty much for all of the signs. I hope you enjoyed the collective message. There's a lot of divine union, divine alignment energy, honoring of the body, and an honoring of the path of healing through Scorpio season. I'm seeing wonderful messages, a lot of people taking action, deepening in our values and our commitments, and wish fulfillment. So let's see where you're at, Libra. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see, if you don't mind. I'm not used to doing long sits, but we'll see how it goes. I'm at 40-something minutes now. All right, Libra. I'm going a little more long-winded in these, okay? Because it's taking me a while to get through the monthlies and mid-monthlies lately. So I wanted to give you all a little bit more time, 5 minutes each. Hopefully I'm honoring that. All right. I'm a little long-winded sometimes. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Libra. I don't know why I'm saying that. I think because I'm going to do that maybe with each new pocket of elements. So now I'm moving into air. I just finished fire. So let's go, Libra. What's going on for Libra for November? What's going on for Libra? I might have to wear my glasses for these because they're a little harder to see. Ooh, you're working on something. I have to wear my glasses. The Three of Pentacles. So this could be a new project. As you can see, he's writing. He's almost scrying, intuiting. Some of you are really trying to connect with your higher mind, I'm hearing, to bring forth new information for the collective. This could be in the form of writing, speaking, but there's something that you're working on. It could be a new project for many of you. Okay, Three of Pentacles. I like this. Let's see, what else do we have, Libra? You're getting to work. Yeah, and a lot of you, your work does involve simultaneously a releasing, a big emotional releasing. Or this could be you just, what is standing in the way of you initiating or launching a new project? You could have a lot of thoughts and feelings going on around something you're trying to create at this time. I'm getting a Palladian message here, even in the star system. She's looking to the heavens. She's looking to her higher mind, her higher consciousness, and talking to spirit beside the sea and asking, what will you have of me? You might feel a little bit of a big, almost like a longing for home, Libra, right? The cosmic home, your origins, right? I'm talking about galactic origins for many of you. There's something around the Palladians, or the Pallades in general, that is activating you at this time. I don't know where the Pallades are, but maybe there's something going on in November around this solar system, okay? But maybe you feel, I'm getting a longing. It's weird. I never get an energy like that. That's why I'm pulling a different deck. We even had, look at the cat's eyes are green and we have greenness. It's almost like you're activating your heart chakra, co-creating something deep and divine through maybe your whole entire cosmic self, right? Your oversoul. Yeah, that's what it is. Some of you are connecting with your oversoul, which is your higher self. And you're feeling a deep pull. It's like you could be hearing its whispers. Interesting. This is very mystical here. Wow, it is. You might have a lot of opposing ideas and you're not sure which way to go. Okay, Libra, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Swords energy showing up now too. Yeah, it's like that, I have so many things I want to do. I'm so inspired, right? But I'm not sure which one's going to be the most profitable for me. So some of you are trying to make big decisions around a calling, all right? And Spirit said, you know what, just lighten up a little bit. This is news coming in, Page of Wands. This is information. It feels like almost sent from the heavens. It could be, you could be really communicating with your own divine wisdom here. And we have cats following you, which I do believe there is like an independent spirit. So whatever you're being called to do, tap into your independence as you do it. And that might be what a lot of you are being called to do in your work, is think independently, think more as an individual sovereign being with what you're trying to create. Yeah. There's a lot of reevaluation. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So there's new energy coming in and a lightness, a fun, flirty playfulness coming in. And it feels like there's some, almost you are like the clarion call. Some of you have a deep calling in your career. Even if you feel like, oh, you want me to say that? You want me to do this? Ha! It's almost like you've got to like be brave. All right, I'm getting this bravery that, you know, it's worth the effort, whatever you're doing right now. All right, because there's cats everywhere in this reading. There's something about, and there's a dog as well. Some of you have cats, some of you have dogs, but there's something around them. What's interesting, I read this recently around pets, is that they will absorb our energy. So just know that your pet is working on your behalf. If you're feeling just pushed by the universe right now, and what you're trying to create, you've got your assistance from your animal beside you. A lot of you, you're really deepening and trying to ground your energy in a new timeline, okay? And it's worth the effort to actually expand in ways that maybe scare you, okay? This is having a global reach. This is being a visionary. This is being a leader, okay? You're ready for this. I'm hearing that you're meant for this, okay? So this is, like I said recently in a reading, this is when we pull on our captain underpants over our belly buttons and we say, I can do this. I'm brave. I'm courageous. I can do this, right? Superpower, all right? Superpower your life here. It feels like you are reaching some sort of karmic plateau in what you were meant to do, okay? So if you were being called to expand at this time, expand. Now I already lost track of the time stamp, so that's fine. All right, Libra, let's get a few more. Death, yeah, this is a complete overhaul, rebirth. You might have to be letting go of something in order to do this, all right? Yeah, and you're not sure you can trust letting go. This is fear of the unknown sometimes when we have to trust and letting go of one thing to open up and expand into something else, to free up the energy. So this means if you're pivoting in one aspect of your career, going into a new aspect, or leaving one type of career for another, it's going to be worth it, okay? Trust the path, okay? It's like you're midway through this alchemical rebirth, death, Seven of Swords, trust it. I'm getting trusted, okay? Yeah, go where you're led. This is divine inspiration. You're being guided by your heart's coherence into this transformative energy. You are being inspired by the divine at this time, Libra. Okay, this is powerful energy you're working with. We're talking about alchemy energy of taking your knowledge, your oversoul's knowledge, and expanding and helping others. You may feel like I'm not worthy, right? No, you are, okay? Take this action. We've got this, new beginning energy for 111 and high creation consciousness energy of 1111. So use it wisely. Take action. Commit. Create the reality you seek, okay? You can do this. You're grounding in a new frequency that is very powerful and it's calling a lot to your path. All right, Libra. Interesting reading for you. Your advice is, that maybe you worry a little bit about the unknown. This is fear of the unknown. This is worrying about the competition, worrying about what others think. Try not to do that, okay? 5 of Wands, the moon, okay? I think, too, you're changing a lot of your subconscious beliefs and you're rewiring your nervous system. A lot of you are going deep into the scorpionic energy of Scorpio season with the moon, and you're going through a powerful rebirth. This is bigger than you realize, all right? This is what you came here to do, all right? I want you to know that. So your advice is don't worry about how other people are doing it or what other people are thinking and feeling. Stay in your lane and do you and go deep. Okay. All right, Libra. Yeah. You are a visionary. Stay positive. You're helping shift the needle. Okay. You're helping the collective consciousness rise. This is bigger than this lifetime. You came here to do this. Okay. You were called. All right. You're going through a powerful shift. You were called during this crumbling times that we live in to be a leader, to be a voice, and to walk away from anything within you that is playing small, that feels like you're not meant to take that mantle. You are in very high spiritual frequency, and it's up to you, okay? But many of you are being called to action in your work to make a difference in this world. So don't hold back, all right? Very interesting message for Libra. I went a little long on that, but I love you, Libras. I love my Libra collective. Thank you for tuning in today. All right. I felt like that just needed to be your deck, Libra. I'm not using that again. Let's now go into Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm doing just a quick 5-minute reading. Let's see what's going on for all of you Aquarians out there. What you don't see coming. Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in. We've got 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely turning your back on somebody at this time or something. And wow, you're literally saying, you know what? I got to move in a new direction. I'm turning my back. 8 of Cups. I've made my decision. Okay, Aquarius, this is my truth, Queen of Swords, and I'm going towards what makes me happy now. 9 of Cups. I like this. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is you in mind-body coherence. So this is you grounding in your energy, in your mind, and grounding that into this 3D template. I feel like when I say 3D, I don't mean 3D consciousness. I mean 3D reality, 3D world, as far as just this is your physical body. So this is you rooting and grounding in your career, in your abundance, all right? And making decisions, though, that bring happiness when you do that. So whenever I see this aligned energy, this is alignment in your divine feminine, but what do you need to release in your ability to see a new truth that will bring about more grounded, rooted energy and emotional fulfillment, okay? I feel like those are all things you're questioning and asking yourself at this time, Aquarius. Think like an Aquarian, right? We're in the age of Aquarius. It's like a lot of you have created abundance. Ooh, no, I'm seeing some pain. Maybe you have a female. I'm getting 2 feminines here. And pain. We have 3 of Swords. This could be a falling out with a friend over a man. Some of you. Okay, I'm seeing a third party energy here. For some of you, Aquarius, I can't help but see that like there's an upset here. Upset energy of maybe seeing either someone that you're involved with move on, or you're moving on. And someone that you were involved with is seeing you walk away. I'm getting that a lot of you might identify with you being the one to walk away because you want to move towards what makes you happy. Now, if you're in some sort of union already and you're working through some pain, I see that it's just about how you communicate with each other, that something's got to give, something's got to change. Because I do see equal partnership here, but there's pain in between you, right? King and Queen of Pentacles with the 3 of Swords. All right. And needing to communicate in a new way where you can release, right, and forgive stuff that's happened in the past so you can both be happy again. All right. Let's see, Aquarius. At least work things out. Maybe you have to work with each other in some way because of shared resources, right? Or children and the like. There's something around really grounding in this. Yeah. So you can bring about being back in your own energy, Aquarius. I see wish fulfillment coming in for many of you. This is your star energy being lit up and you walking away from something. I feel like a lot of you are turning your back on something and you're actually calling in something that's more aligned with you. It could be turning your back on a career endeavor that just didn't pan out, didn't work out, and you moving towards something that's more aligned for you and kind of cutting your losses in that. But I also see in this union energy, a very beautiful commitment here, but it's gone through some stuff. And if you can release it and learn how to communicate better and learn the patterns around it and honor each other's journey better, you're going to be bringing about a deep healing. Okay. I see deep healing and connection here, right? And coming out of maybe a feeling of rejection, right? 5 of Cups and sadness around the communication, all right? I feel like you're going to have a conversation with someone in November that's going to change and shift things from a heavier place to a lighter place. Okay, Aquarius. Yeah, I think that many of you who are starting out laying a new foundation in your career, going towards a new endeavor, it's going to really pay off. And for those of you who are in connection and you're trying to rebuild after a tower or something that went down, something that's long-term, you're looking for long-term happiness. And I do believe that you're learning how to create that in your connection, but you've had a recent blow. And you're going to move past it, okay? I'm getting a lot of you are going to move past it. You're going to bring things back together again. You're going to get on the same page. There's a lot of happiness here ahead of you. 10 of Cups, okay? And a victory. Some of you are getting that promotion you've been waiting a long time for. Your family's going to celebrate, cheer for you. It's a new beginning, a playful energy. Some of you are calling in a brand new opportunity for employment and more money. I see an increase in pay and you getting the promotion, right? Or getting the attention that you're seeking. That brings about that feeling of everything's well in my world. My needs are taken care of. I'm happy, right? Let's see. I like this, Aquarius, for you. Yeah. Many of you are calling in a new opportunity in love. After walking away from something, you're calling in maybe someone with strong earth placements, someone who's going to really honor you, nurture you, see your worth and value. And I think this is you actually honoring your own worth and value in connection and making that choice to clear some things up and release some emotions from the past so you can come back together again with your person, okay? For many of you who are in partnership, I'm seeing things healing. Maybe there was an interference. It doesn't mean it had to be another person. When I say third party, it could mean just, work getting in the way, life getting in the way, children getting in the way, and not feeling really bonded with your person. So I do see that maybe making time to connect on a deeper level. If you're in union, others of you, you're celebrating a promotion, you're celebrating something coming in, news coming in that's going to make you happy. We have the Three of Cups, we have the King of Wands. Something exciting for you is coming in, all right? And the star, there you are, double star energy, Aquarius. So I'll tell you, I say it looks bright for you all. I can't wait to do your monthly overview, but I would say that you've got deep healing going on, and a reunion of sorts. Let's work on this. Let's get back on the same page. Let's heal things. Let's see the bigger perspective here. Let's both drop our defenses. Let's come out of, where we've been, and let's get closer to each other. So I see a lot of this emotional rejoicing going on, all right, on the path, and you feeling lit up, proud of how far you're going beyond where you've been kind of stuck in a pattern, and now it's like breaking pattern for you, okay, in November. So I see this really beautiful alignment going on for many of you, all right? I think you've had some misunderstandings and miscommunications with people lately, Aquarius, but you're working on it, and things are going to be improving for you, all right, Aquarius? Great reading for you all. I would say lately you all have been on a beautiful upswing. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. Gemini, welcome to your reading. I'm just doing a quick 5-minute drive-by for everybody. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what's going on for you Geminis out there. We'll round out the air signs. What's going on, Gemini? What you don't see coming. Ooh, Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Okay, Gemini, there's something that you thought would move forward that is now stalled. And the longer it's stalled or paused, you're getting worried. Okay, Nine of Swords. This is around somebody who might even be Scorpio, someone with heavy water signs, someone that has feelings for you. We have a King of Cups showing up. You're worried. You're worried about the state of affairs. Does this person still want to be with you? Do they love you? Is it going to work out? Okay. I'm getting, though, that you're not sure if this person's really long-term commitment potential. There's a lot of feelings involved on both sides, I'm hearing, and you're looking at what's unhealthy in this situation. Maybe you have someone who's got a fear of commitment that you're dealing with. I'm getting someone who's got some toxic traits that you're realizing, and it's stressing you out, Gemini. Yeah, and maybe you didn't realize this. We have the moon energy showing up here, and you're like, man, is this really the right thing for me? So no wonder you're in this overthinking energy. Maybe sleepless nights, Gemini. You're worried. Is this person really? It's like they have feelings for you, no doubt. King of Cups. King of Pentacles, though, attached to the devil means, see, anyone can have deep feelings for you, but are they going to show it? Right? They might have wonderful words, but are they actually aligning with action? And there's something around things not moving forward. And now you're like, it's like a timeout and a wondering and a pondering. Is this going to move forward? So we have this, it's like the unknown, but all you know is there's something that came up that wasn't healthy with this person. Okay. There's going to be communication coming in. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay. I see communication. What is this bringing in for Gemini? What is this bringing in? Oh, okay. It looks like if you needed to take a time out from someone and they were having maybe cold feet. Okay, I'm getting cold feet here. Not hot feet, all right? Cold feet. They've been going deep and really questioning, themselves even. I think you made them aware of some things that they didn't realize how they were being and how they were acting. This person's showing up in big, big energy. So I think that you guys are understanding some of the shadowy elements between you. There's communication coming in. So if you've been on hold waiting to really move forward with someone, I do see things improving. All right. We have the Ten of Cups coming out and the Eight of Wands after maybe a timeout and stress over someone. Yeah. I think that you definitely have a conversation coming in, Gemini, with somebody that you've been dealing with. and there's been a question mark over if this is going to work out or not, or if they even want to commit to this or show up in this. And I am getting that you have someone coming in. This is also as a reflection of you, Gemini. You're in large king energy, all right? 3 kings showing up in a reading. This is you not playing small, not shrinking, listening to the divine, taking the downloads, and actually creating a lot of harmonization and happiness in your life with new ideas, this is when we level up in our masculine, divine masculine energy, and we take action, sacred action, to honor ourselves, but also be the leaders that we were born to be. So Gemini, what this all means to me is that you do have, you're learning how to be more empowered in love. All right. We have the 2 cups at the bottom. I do see that many of you are calling in a reunion or a return to love and a connection. All right. 2 cups. Yeah. Queen of Wands. Yeah. I like it. All right. So if you feel like someone has been rejecting you, I'm getting that you have unexpected turnaround. Okay. A wrong being made right. All right. This is interesting. I never get this, but somebody messed up. They fumbled you. All right. And it looks like you're going to be surprised. You might have somebody who's going to come toward you, show up in your DMs, show up on your text messages, show up at your house. There's someone making big moves. Chariot over the 5 of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands and the 2 of Cups. Okay. And then we have Pentacle energy. Okay. So, and a wrong being made right with Justice energy at the bottom. So it does seem to me that if somebody really messed up, they're going to try to come back in and heal things. Okay. I see, you not putting up with that behavior again, though. Okay. You're like, hey, I'll forgive you this once, but this can't ever happen again. Okay. I'm hearing that. So make sure you stand up for yourself. All right. In the situation. Let's get some advice for you. Gemini. And we have healing at the bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. All right. So it looks like your work, this brought up a lot of healing within you that needed to happen within this person and within the connection. So maybe you've had a timeout for 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. Maybe you contemplated whether this was truly going to end or not. Your advice is to learn from it, to heal the hurt, okay, that this has caused you. Yeah. To really align with your thoughts, words, and actions in a powerful way around what you want to manifest, okay? Don't stay in any kind of, let go of the hurt, basically, okay? So when I see the Page of Pentacles, it is a questioning over, is this ultimately what I'm trying to manifest or not, all right? It's questioning over your manifestation energy, all right? And this King of Pentacles, now you're second guessing it. Now, when they come back, you're going to be like, really? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because it was confusing you. They were confusing you. You're not sure if this person has what it takes to even build with you. Now you're questioning things when they come back. Interesting, Gemini. It's very specific. Ultimately, they want to come back to heal things, okay? 4 of Swords. All right? They want happiness. They're sorry. Okay, I am getting someone who wants to make amends. Doesn't have to be romantic. There's somebody who wants to come back, Gemini, during Scorpio season, during the retrograde energy, has caused you a lot of worry, a lot of doubt, a lot of stress. They want to heal things, okay? I'm getting a strong healing message. It's time to wrap up a cycle with this person, okay? They're coming back because you have unfinished business, okay? I'm seeing 11:11 on the clock, which means there is a higher consciousness around this, so learn from it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, Gemini. All right, now I already did the Scorpio. So now we already did a 1 water sign. Now I want to go into, I'm going to stick with this deck. They said, because I am kind of jumping around different decks, but they said stick with this one. Ooh, I'm getting a real lightheaded, buzzy feeling. Who are we doing? I'm hearing Cancer. Woo, Cancer, and this spilled out as I did that. 2 of Wands. You're ready to put the past behind you. I just heard it's a new era. It's a brand new era, Cancer. And even my voice, many of you have got different accents. Brand new era, all right? And you're seeing things from a higher perspective. You have a new vision for your future, Cancer. Ooh, this is a long one. I hope I have enough memory. We have 2 of Wands coming out with the Fool. Yes, Cancer, you're ready. Hop, skipping, and a jumping. You have a new beginning. It's a leap of faith. You can do this, okay, Cancer? Whatever it is you're contemplating, going towards this month, just do it with a light-hearted approach, okay? You're moving forward. It's a new era for you, sweethearts, okay? Ooh, this is almost like a huge almost like I'm getting more of like a spiritual aha, a spiritual opening, you just feeling cosmically aligned. Yeah. There's something that you've been able to karmically release, and it's lightening up your path so much, Cancer. It is. I knew it. We have very solid new relationship energy. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and Ace of Wands. If it's not a new relationship, we've burned the bridge of a karmic timeline. You're now releasing that. It's almost like, a huge, powerful forces are at play for you, Cancer, in the month of November. It's calling you into you, this beautiful, fun, playful, spirited energy. You're being divinely inspired. You have energy coming to you now that is fun, that is lively, that is taking action. I feel like you don't need to do anything. I would just sit, take it all in, let energy come to you. You're willing it. You're calling it in with your own specific blueprint, with your own vibrational energy. I do believe that the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you reap what you sow. You've got good karma coming in, Cancer, in the month of November. And a lot of you, it looks like it's a new opportunity to showcase your heart, your emotions, to showcase your spiritual energy, to move in a direction, right? This is passion, all right? So you might have a new partner for some of you coming in that you've been waiting on to come in, all right? A passionate new opportunity for you, Cancers out there. I like seeing this. A powerful new beginning with a bang, okay? November is going to be full of twists and turns, right? Shakeups, but the good kind, all right? The good karmic kind, okay? Some of you feel like you might feel a little bit like, ooh, you don't want to get stuck in something too soon. So just take your time moving through the month, all right? 8 of Swords to the Queen of Swords to Temperance. Yeah. I feel like you don't hold back from being honest about what you want when it comes to your career or connection. Be open, be expressive, don't hold back. Basically, don't shrink, don't silence yourself. Speak up, speak openly when it comes to your connections, all right? Because you're in this powerful energy of speaking your truth, laying out, these are my boundaries, you can't cross them, okay? But also being patient as something new unfolds for you. Yeah, I think you've been defensive lately. You've been we have a lot of multiple sevens. This is about also reclaiming your power, spiritually speaking, reclaiming your sovereignty. And also, it feels like a karmic return, a karmic reward, all right? And you're moving into calmer waters here with the 6 of Swords and a rebirth, yeah. That's why I'm feeling this powerful rebirth energy for you, Cancer. It's a new Cancer, right? You're letting go of an old era. That's what I heard right when I opened. Yeah, where maybe your nature was to overthink your path and feel a repetitive hit around rejection, and you're leaving that behind. And a lot of times when we are getting repeated messages of rejection, we're rejecting some parts of ourselves. And you've been doing that deep, deep karmic work to not reject parts of yourself, to honor your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and beliefs, and to lay them on full display, being absolutely who you are, authentically who you are, Cancer. I love it. Be who you are, okay? I'm getting that you're going through a beautiful phase of empowerment and a brand new beginning, Cancer. Yeah. Stay positive. Your ships are about to come in, all right? I feel like November is going to bring in all the things that you've been growing and waiting for, all right? Whatever that is, it's coming to you. You don't have to wait. It's almost like the longer you wait, the more you've not trusted. Be careful with your thoughts, all right? Stay positive. Think positively, all right? It's going to really impact you, how you think about your path in November, all right? So your advice is, while you wait, okay, don't hold on to a negative purview of, what's meant for you will not pass you by. I know that you've had to deal with a lot of people that you can't trust, all right? But that doesn't have to be your timeline anymore. Let go of the timeline of a loss of trust in others and a loss of trust in your path. Trust the process, I'm hearing. Okay, Cancer? All right. I hope you enjoyed that message. Let me get one more. Yeah, now. You are divinely guided. Listen to your intuition, okay? You have become the high priestess on the path. Male or female, this is you honoring your emotions, okay? They matter. Now you know how to speak up for yourself, okay? So speak your truth. You have a lot of clarity coming in. It looks like a lot of you are calling in someone with heavy air placements, okay? So be on the lookout if you are calling in new love, somebody who can match you, okay, intellectually, who can speak the way you speak, who understands you, who understands your beautiful mind, not just your emotional heart, but also your mind. And if you're in connection, it looks like you are actually going through rebirth in your connection after maybe going through a tower moment and trying to course correct together, okay? Learning from the karmic lessons you both signed up for in your partnership. All right. Thank you, Cancer. Now, let's go into Pisces. I'm trying to do this in an hour and a half. We'll see. Pisces. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what's in store for you for the month ahead. Pisces. What wants to come out? Ooh, we have a new truth. This is a new idea. Some of you have a brand new idea that you're moving forward in. I like it. You might be hoping for communication from somebody that has bummed you out. Okay? We have the Ace of Swords, the Five of Cups. You want someone to come clean and be honest with you, Pisces. And if they're not, you're like, I'm done. I'm getting that. I'm done. If they can't come in clean, true, and honest and want real connection, it's not worth my time. All right? Yeah, I think you're having to be strong right now and be courageous. And to, this is when we're like, we have to kind of buckle up against energies that we know are kind of on the line. There's some sort of crossroads with somebody at this time. You could be dealing with a Leo, Pisces. Yeah, there's something around a clarity and a questioning over someone's past actions and you being bummed out about it. And you having to be strong enough to move forward despite the unknown, all right? I'm getting that there's somebody who's sad that you are leaving them behind. Yeah, for a new beginning. I think you are leaving something behind, all right? You have someone who wants to communicate with you during this retrograde season, Pisces, who you have left behind or leaving behind. And I think that as you begin this passionate new direction that's going to satisfy the fire, your spiritual fire, Pisces, it feels like you're moving in a new direction and you're being divinely guided to do so, but it is bumming part of you out or maybe somebody out around you. I feel like somebody's down around you because you're not going to put up with them anymore. All right, Pisces? That you're having your new beginning, all right? With or without them, but it looks like it's not going to be healthy for you to be with them. Yeah, because you deserve someone who can give to you the way you give to them. Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're calling in something that's matching you. You are, after a period of healing. You could have been on a timeout for 4 days, 4 weeks, or 4 months with somebody long enough for them to do nothing. And for you to say, well, I guess I know now. I'm moving in a new direction. I'm manifesting something better because I'm not putting up with that anymore. Okay? You are moving on from somebody that you've had to let go of because they just didn't say or do the right thing when they were supposed to. Okay? Don't let that stop you. I feel like you've done enough stressing about this person and them leaving you unread for whatever reason around the future fate, right? And I feel like in the meantime, you're moving toward, maybe some of you had to move or you're thinking about moving or you have new foundations that you're building, okay? Don't stress about what the new is in your life. I know it's been hard for you because you've had fights with somebody you considered a strong soulmate and you've been at odds and conflict over the fate of this. Are we going to commit to this? Is this going to come back around? And I'm getting, Pisces, that, you know what? Don't stress too much about somebody coming towards you. Knight of Wands. It's like, I feel like they want to, but it's hard for them. I don't know. They're giving me excuses why they can't. Yeah, this is somebody who is, they doesn't look like they're healthy for you, sweethearts, okay? This is someone who has some sort of toxic trait. They might have a separate emotional attachment and they're saying they can't leave. I'm getting this other person that you're dealing with. You're like, I can't wait for you anymore, okay? And I think that you're trying to release an emotional attachment with someone who was in and out of your life, okay? And, it is like, this is when we're like, if they could only heal. But then you start shrinking and you start slowing down your own path of growth and expansion because they're not growing and expanding. And they're actually going the opposite direction. And you're like carrying dead weight up the mountain. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to move much faster if I release this. And that's what you're doing, Pisces, it looks like. Yeah, I think you're letting someone go. They triggered enough rejection and abandonment. And I think to have them around, it's just going to bring up old baggage and old wounds that you need to tend to and heal now. Okay. All right, Pisces. It's going to help some of you out there. I think you're seeing things clearly now. That someone has upset you and made you sad enough. And it's time to let them go. Okay. All right, Pisces. Yeah. In the cycle, 5 of Cups, the World. Yeah. You're closing out a cycle with somebody who you learned a lot from. Pisces season was brutal, I'm hearing. Okay. Not Pisces. Pisces season. And we're also Neptune in Pisces in retrograde. So this could be somebody who's coming back who there was a lot of illusion with, right? Smoke and mirrors. And I think that you see through it. Anyone who's going to cause you a lot of stress and anxiety and not commit, you don't want to deal with anymore, okay? Your advice, Pisces? Let's get your advice. I'm seeing 1122. You've been on the path of self-mastery since you've been dealing with this person, okay? While you've been healing, yeah. I think you do have someone who wants to come in and reconcile, but you have a new truth. You have a new vision for your future. You're trying to put the past behind you. 2 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to say no to someone. I think they're going to come to you and you're going to say no. You're going to be at a crossroads with somebody. I think you're looking for someone that has high level of emotional intelligence, who can express their feelings, who can show you how they feel, who can really be soft and tender with you, right? And this person didn't do that. So you could wait around for them forever. I'm getting that if you do, it's going to form an emotional attachment and keep you stuck. So I am getting this crossroads. We have 2 twos here, 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, classic. Should I stay or should I go? I'm getting that a lot of you are doing the cuts and you're letting this end, okay? And you're honoring your intuition while you do so. Queen of Swords, Death, High Priestess. Trust and honor what your inner knowing is saying, okay? All right, Pisces, that is my message for you for November. We're going to get deeper into whatever timeline wants to show up when I do your monthly overviews shortly. All right. Whoo, Nelly. Now, finally, I wanted to keep these all signs under an hour and a half, but it is what it is. If it's a little over, that's fine. How are y'all doing? I'm now moving into earth signs. Thank God. Y'all ground me like nobody's business. I love you earth signs. Let's go into Virgo. What does the month of November have in store for you, Virgos? Quick shuffle or two. Quick shuffle or two. Ooh, I'm seeing a major rebirth and a powerful spiritual awakening. Some of you might it's like night and day. You might wake up and all of a sudden you feel like a whole new person. We have the Tower and Judgment. Whoa, major karmic forces, major planetary forces, okay? Wow, that is massive. All right, let's see what's going on here, Virgo. Major rebirth energy. Phoenix rising from the ashes energy. What's going on for you Virgos out there? What you don't see coming in November. Ooh, going deep are we? Into the subconscious realm, into your intuitive realm. There's a rebirth in your waters here. A purification of your emotions. The moon. Ah, with the King of Cups. I like this. You might be feeling a lot of love, Virgo. A lot of love. Ooh, and a lot of joy. Look at you. King of Cups, Sun, Moon. This is light and shadow and feeling deep alignment in your emotional frequency. Virgo, this is gorgeous energy. If this is you, you've got some powerful divine balance going on in your emotions, right? And if it's about you and somebody else, you could be in your sacred partnership, in your divine union partnership, and you two are perfect complements to each other. Virgo, I like this. I never get this. I haven't gotten this at all. And a lot of you are doing your shadow work, okay? And this is beautiful. It's not scary. It's like, how can you bring love to your wounds and not like have the scaries around them when it comes to how you express yourself? I like this. Very, very balanced energy. Yes, and now we have Temperance. Well, how do you do it? You slow down, you honor what you're thinking and feeling, and you move more mindfully through the process. And I'm getting that you've been doing deep, deep, deep shadow work. You're coming out of a wounded warrior state. You're in beautiful alignment with your heart coherence, higher heart coherence, after having done a lot of integration work, right? Of the moon's energy, which is shadow. And now you're seeing the light and you're coming into beautiful synchronization and harmonization with self. I love this because we do have the sacred masculine and feminine. You're the first one I've seen it mirrored in the collective energy. So Virgos, bravo, fist pump. Y'all are really like aligned with the month's energy. So just know that. I like seeing that. You're like, I've done the work. I've done the work. It's been hard, Jenna. Ah, but look at you. You're calling in a high, high timeline. 10 of Pentacles. This is major abundance. This is generational karmic legacy. I did the work. I pulled up my bootstraps and I am doing the work for many who couldn't, wouldn't, didn't in my ancestral lineage. You're making a change. This is huge. All right, Virgo. And I do believe that you've got a lot of abundance coming your way in November and you seeing dollar signs. Okay, not just love signs, powerful movement forward. Take action, take charge. Whatever you're building at this time, you're ready for it. You're aligned for it. Don't waste energy or time overthinking it, okay? Do the work you're meant to do. You are meant for great success. Look at you. Many of you are being called to action around your divine calling, and you have the support of partnership. You have a lot of love. You have a lot of people that you're going to call into your orbit with your work. Virgo, this is beautiful work. It's almost like your path as a wounded warrior is going to pay off because you're going to help other people with healing, with self-actualization, self-awareness work, self-mastery work. You've been doing that. So now, see, you recognize the light within you, and then you help others recognize the light within them. And I believe that somewhere you're using that energy in your calling. And this is the time you're going to be recognized and seen. You are a force of inspiration in this world. You were meant to do this work. So do it. Whatever it is. A lot of you, it's about your own business, being an entrepreneur, and being seen and recognized for your talents, skills, and abilities. So put them on full display. Don't worry. Okay? You got this. Energy. All right? 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Do you hear me? All right? Take your ideas. Communicate them with the world. You are meant to do this work. This is 3 King energy, all right? So this is you stepping it up in your leadership, all right? I call this my BDE energy, all right? So use it wisely in November. This is major, major empowerment energy. So if you've been thinking about launching something, do it, okay? Start building momentum, move forward in it, activate, right? This is Wonder Twin Powers, activate. You've done enough symmetry, inner work. Now it's time to do it outwardly, okay? Your ships are coming in. 3 of Wands. I love this for you, Virgo. And a lot of you, if you're in divine union, everything is happening. It's all happening for you in this connection, okay? You're seeing long-term commitment. You guys are aligned. There's a lot of like taking action in this commitment, bringing your energies together to co-create a new reality. It's like the two of you are birthing a new timeline together. Now we're seeing the other energy with it. Queen and King of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Wow. This is someone you're going to hold on to for the long haul. It looks like a lot of you are calling in or are in your divine union. All right. This is divine alignment within self. You see it displayed outwardly. Okay. Gorgeous. Let's get your advice, Virgo. Yeah, you've done the work and get to work, Virgo. I know you all have no problem with that. 8 of Pentacles energy in your advice. 6 of Swords, calm down the mind as you work. Don't overthink it. Just get to work, right? Just do the work. You got it. Work it. I'm getting Missy Elliott. I'm getting Rihanna. All right, Virgo, you got this. You got this. Your ships are coming in. Stay positive. You're moving straight for a new chapter. You've done the work. You've laid the foundation. The preliminary shit is done. Just do it, okay? This is definitely a Carpe Diem energy. Do not hold back from greatness, okay? You're on your highest timeline for sizzle, all right? And you're sizzling, all right? You've got all this equal aligned energy, all right? We have all the 4 kings. You're the only one who got all the 4 kings and the sun and the moon, all right? So wowza, all right, Virgo, wow. You win the most powerful reading for November so far, Virgos, and y'all have been on a huge upswing of empowerment. So take action, all right? This is take pride in your work, all right? You're meant to be seen in this world. You are inspirational, all right, Virgo? Mark my words. Y'all are moving and shaking in the month of November, so do the work. It's going to be extremely profitable for you. All right. Woo! Last 2. Now, where are we going? Let's now go into Capricorn. How are you all? Welcome in. Rounding out this all signs reading for you all. It's nice to sit here. I'm at 1.5 hours. Let's see. Capricorn, what's going on for you all? 9 of Cups. I love this. So you got a lot of emotional fulfillment, making yourself happy, do things that bring in a smile to your face, Capricorn. Ooh, you've got emotional fulfillment around connections, showing you love, making you happy. This is deep, deep emotional harmony. You could have a soulmate. You're just like, man, I feel so blessed. Ooh, we've got a little bit of hardship coming in, though. 10 of Wands energy. You're going to see it through. I think you're trying to bring happiness into all your connections. It feels like a holistic perspective for you, despite some of the wounds that you've been going through, or maybe a little bit of pick and choose your battles wisely with your soulmate or in connection. Okay, be careful with pride. This could be somebody you're dealing with who you've had a difficult time with, but it's getting easier because we go from the 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. Ultimately, there's a lot of happiness here. We go from the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. So it's like, Just take a deep breath, Capricorn. Okay. It's all going to be all right. Love is coming back. I think that this is about, treat your person as if you're always dating. We also have new dating energy for those of you who are trying to call in more happiness overall in your family. You've got excitement coming in, hopeful new beginning. This is also a romanticized perspective of life, doing the things that cultivate all the senses, right? Buying the roses, getting the chocolate, even for yourself, okay, Capricorn? I feel like you've been a little bit worn out by a connection, but you're trying to bring things into balance. Libra season may have been difficult for you. I'm seeing, this karmic balancing going on in your family. If you've had problems in your family or problems with a child and things have been up and down, you're bringing the sweetness back, okay? Soften, Capricorn. To the people in your home, to the people in your life. You're learning a lot about your patterns, your triggers, and your softening, okay? A lot of divine integration work in your water energy with your earthly realm here, Capricorn. So I feel like be patient. Take maybe an unconventional approach with temperance and justice here when it comes about bringing balance into your life in connection. I do see a lot of you are in a partnership. It makes you happy for the most part, but when you have blips, it becomes really, really challenging for you. For this person to see how it hurts you, you need to spend a little bit more time honoring your own inner child and doing your inner child work, which will help this connection overall, okay? I'm getting, though, that this is not a make or break type of month. This is you just learning, all right, and growing in connection, all right? Yeah, there's a lot of happiness in you moving forward in connection and a lot of communication being cleared up and just time that you're enjoying with this person, okay? A lot of happiness and harmony coming in. I like seeing that. Yeah, after maybe a period of feeling like distanced, but it allowed you both to establish new routines independently. There is a lot of love here. I think that you are trying to create a little bit more separation in your commitment so you can have really rich lives outside of each other, because that only reinforces the bond. All right. And for those of you who are calling in a new soulmate, you've been pretty weathered by past soulmates. Okay. It's been hard for you. You've been dealing with a lot of wounded people. You want something very fulfilling for you. I see you trying to come back into balance and releasing the past during Libra season, and Scorpio season is going to bring in new opportunities for you that are going to bring happiness. So a lot of you do have dating coming in with another person and you being honored in your divine feminine energy. So soften overall, okay? Capricorn, soften. This is a period of major growth, internal growth, spiritual growth for you, and also material growth. Also, this is you nurturing others and being nurtured in return and walking away from anything that isn't going to promote healing in your life, okay? Like basically don't perpetuate fighting with anyone in your family or in your life. It needs healing. So bring a healing, mindful approach to all your connections overall, Capricorn, okay? I do see divine counterpart energy and a little bit of fighting between you, but there is going to be a softening between the two of you. But you have to let go of the past baggage, okay? No scorekeeping, right? No tit for tat. You did this, you did that. Let it go. Start fresh, clean slate, okay? If you want to really heal things. All right, let's get some advice, Capricorn. Yeah, there's been some confusion here from the divine masculine in this. Maybe they have been a little bit emotionally scattered, okay? Maybe they've been... I'm getting that... It's good to release the confusion at times that we go through in our minds and have heart-to-heart talks. I'm getting a heart-to-heart talk is needed in November because retrograde might bring in a misunderstanding, okay, Capricorn? Yeah. But ultimately, I see the Nine of Cups again, okay, double Nine of Cups. We have dating, Page of Wands, and then a you softening to this person, okay? Soften, soften, soften. I keep hearing soften, 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 okay? Don't harden because of the past with this person or past in general, okay? This is you forgiving, opening up, and nurturing a connection from a new mindset. Like, see them as if you just started dating them, right? Forgive them, basically. Forgive. I'm seeing a lot of family harmony, okay, Capricorn, overall, and new love. All right. Or new love energy coming in. Okay. This is you honoring your inner child ultimately and nurturing that part of you. And also there could be a lot of shifts going on with children in your union. If those of you have family, and you moving forward. And as hard as it is, I feel like some of you are coming together and honoring your children in new ways and just having differences of opinion and how they're raised. But ultimately, I see you really harmonizing and coming together in a new way that's going to bring happiness to all. Okay. All right. There you go, Capricorn. I want to get one more message at the end. Yeah. Don't hold back from communicating your thoughts and feelings. You should be able to express yourself. And when you don't, it bites you in the ass. Okay, Capricorn? So express what you're thinking and feeling. Don't hold back. Okay? Don't stay blind. Don't sweep things under the rug, in other words. Okay? It's important for you to actually speak what's on your mind and what's on your heart. And it will help things. Okay? All right. All right. Last but not least, Taurus. Oh, I'm seeing an Ace of Cups at the bottom. Let's see where you all are at. Give me one moment here as I get the energies. Thank you all for being here with me today. Wow. I have not done an all signs this long ever, but it's been fun. I wanted to keep it under an hour and a half, but let's see. Taurus. What's going on for you? Ooh, we have the World and the Five of Swords. So you're wrapping up a cycle where you maybe felt like, excuse me, why do people got to be like difficult? I'm hearing that. Why do people got to be difficult, Jenna? But you're taking kind of a lighthearted approach to it now. Yeah, somebody, you appreciate maybe how someone made you feel. Three of Swords, Page of Swords. Yeah, Five of Swords, Taurus. You're walking away from somebody at this time, or at least taking a stand, and like you don't want to fight with someone in your life. Five of Swords. I'm getting that. Someone disappointed you, but you're trying to let it go. Okay, Four of Cups. Two of Swords. You're at a crossroads about somebody in your life that has upset you, that you've been having a disagreement with. And I think that you are working on your healing. Everyone's been getting a lot of healing work, okay? Scorpio energy, major rebirth energy in your emotions, purifying them and releasing what has happened in the past, okay? This is honoring of your own value and worth, nurturing yourself, growing, elevating, right? In your divine feminine energy, this is you, Taurus, in your energy. Going through a period where you just needed to rest, recoup your energy. I need a sip of my drink. I have a dove here, seeing the dove of peace. I'm seeing that you're waving the white flag in general with the universe. Waving the white flag. I just want peaceful connection. Doesn't mean you don't have disagreements, but there's something that you really was hard for you to walk away from. Okay? And you were at a crossroads and you chose to nurture yourself. A lot of you are really working on new career projects. We have the Three of Swords. And you also have something coming in after a period of being alone. A lot of you are attracting a new partner. All right? The King of Wands after a period of being on your own and alone. Okay? You don't want to feel rejected anymore again. So you're trying to make healthy choices. You don't want to go through a period of investing in something that isn't going to work out. But you do have someone who's very interested in you. Okay? We have someone coming in November that is very interested in you. Okay? Someone with a lot of fire that wants to, a new chapter. You have a new chapter either in your career and really going for it. All right? And not sitting back and like being in the back of the classroom or the back of the boardroom. You're really going to be taking a more of a leadership role in your career. A lot of you have been doing a lot of inner healing work and elevating in your frequency in general, and you are aligned with a new passionate chapter in your life. It does look like you have somebody new coming in for those of you who are single. Yeah, single, ready to mingle. But I think that you kind of see dating and calling in somebody new is hard. You got to like change that belief, okay? It doesn't have to be hard unless you think it is, all right? So let go of any kind of hardship. See it through too. You're just at the end of a long journey here in your healing. Yeah, where you've had to go through a powerful rebirth and honor your own inner child here. A lot of you have been doing I'm seeing a lot of earth signs really in the throes of their deep inner child healing work, honoring their inner being and making peace with the past. Okay, this is making peace with the past, letting it end. All right, but maybe it's been very hard for you to just really close that out. It's a process, right? And it takes time. But I do think that you've gone through a powerful rebirth. You're feeling more sweetness of life in general. There's a softening, Taurus, to you. And I do think you're ready, right? I think that you've had to deal with people with toxic traits long enough. You've dealt with a strong emotional attachment long enough. And you've learned a lot about shadow work. And I think this Scorpio season, I think you're making peace with somebody from the past, right? who has caused a lot of trouble and strife for you. Maybe you felt delay after delay because this person kept coming back. But I see you finally going through this rising from the ashes, the phoenix-like fire moment, alchemizing all of this, so you can really move on once and for all and make peace with this and come back into balance, okay? You've been on a deep, deep karmic journey for sure, Taurus. And now you have a new wish coming true in November, and you're being led and guided. You're elevating, you're ascending, okay? You're in your star energy. You are part of the new golden age, and you are in a powerful energy of manifestation, so be careful what you think and how you feel this month. Pay close attention. I'm getting a buzzing in my ear, and you calling in, a lot of you are calling in a Leo. Your next partner could very well be somebody who you either had to let go of a Leo and you are healing and you are learning from it, or you are calling in a new person who likely has Leo energy, or just they have a lot of courage and strength and they're very inspired. Okay, I think this person is going to be a clear communicator. You've got new energy here, a beginning energy. We have aces on the board. I think you've been going through a lot of karmic pacing here in your excavation, but you are now taking the lead. You have a new vision. This is the new Taurus. You're letting go of an old identity where maybe you got stuck in emotional attachment, got stuck in illusion, right? And confusion, and played small. I see you're really letting something die off, and it seems like an old version of you, Taurus, okay? Let go of who you used to be, okay? I think it's time for you to put it all behind you and move forward, knowing that you've done everything that you can do to learn from the past, okay? I'm getting that you're coming out of a phase of grief and of loss and of feeling like you're all on your own, but not for long, okay? Yeah. You've dealt with a lot of rejection and you're healing that, okay? 5 of Cups. Or you've had to turn someone away, all right, that hurt you because you've had nothing but challenging moments with this person. It is time to let go of this strife, okay? Whoever who you feel you've been emotionally bound to, it's time to turn away from it, okay? It's challenged you enough. It's caused enough pain. You're after higher timelines, okay? I think you're letting go of a karmic timeline. You see the perspective of it all. You're being divinely guided to move forward away from this person. You see the truth. You're calling in your counterpart, okay? But you got to turn away from somebody first and do the work to release them fully, okay? I think it's time for you to really put something behind you, Taurus, and I think that's what you've been really doing, hard work. It's like every time you get disillusioned by this person, they give you false promises. I think you hope for the best. You want them to do the healing work, but each time you got to turn your back to it. So be careful letting someone back in during this Mercury in retrograde, somebody who you really need to put behind you that is part of your old identity, okay? All right. I did it, you all. 1 hour and 45. I love you all. I will see you soon in your monthly energies. Love and light. Namaste. Take care.